Good afternoon and welcome back to Carnation Crafts. Now, if you missed this morning, it is all about the Clean and Simple Plus range. So we're glad that you can join us now. Weather's still not great out there, so I hope you're all nice and safe and warm inside. You're in the best place because today we're going to be showing you the Hopeful Hellebore die set. Now, with Clean and Simple, you know, it's been specially engineered and designed by the team here at Carnations to give you the perfect aperture, to make sure that you then get that perfect look with all your mats and layers, and this is incredible. Now let me turn this around and you'll be able to see that this has got so many different layers to it that it's incredible. So you can see with this, with the plus size, they are slightly larger than the normal Clean and Simple, but this is really going to give you that different shape card that you can mix and match with all your other dies as well. So it's going to be a great one. We have got it on a show price for you, and already with that special price at $39.99, but it will go back up, so remember that. Already we're approaching 60% of the stock, but that could be even more by the time we get round there and show you everything else as well, so just bear with us. But everything is absolutely flying with this range, so if you want to get yours, check out those baskets straight away. But as you can see, it's a great collection for you to have and to give you that beautiful effect. I'll put a couple of finished samples here for you so you can have a look at the style and what you can do with this range. And as you can see already, landscape, portrait, you can use this collection. It's going to give you a different look, and it's also going to give you that designer feel with it as well. You will get all the artwork that is downloadable for free once you've purchased your beautiful Hellebore die set, and then you can cut it out as many times as you want and use it then to make and sell and make some incredible cards with this. And you can see each and every one of them is different. You've got lots of styles, you've got lots of designs here that are really going to make it easy for you then to translate it and take it into whatever direction you want to with your cards. So you can see there, they are absolutely beautiful. But I know you crafters, you like to have a close-up look at everything. So let's have a little close-up look of everything that you will be getting. Now with this collection, like I said to you, you will get your beautiful artwork. And remember, with the vignettes, they are double-sided. So obviously once you print them out, score it in half, then glue them together, you've got that beautiful reflection of it as well. Now you can see you're going to get all your mats and layers, and size-wise perspective, you can see it's a big size card blank that you're getting to start with. So you've got all the mats and layers on there. You've got that beautiful like cut off on the corner that gives it a great style and a great shape as well. So you've got those. Then you've got all the different layers to the beautiful Hellebore flower on there as well, so you can decoupage those up to get height and dimension, but also use them to stack and get that extra pieces in there as well. Then you've got your hexagon in there, and you've also got your mats and layers in the actual aperture. So if you want to use them separately, you can. I can't remember the name of that flower again. I'm so sorry, team. Is it something beginning with V? I can't remember. I cannot remember for the life of me, and I do apologise, everybody. You'll probably be screaming, but it's because I'm not a flower person, it didn't stick in my head. But then you've got your foliage as well, but just look at the look that you can get. Obviously just a little stamp sentiment. It could even be a peel off if you've got something like that, but you can see the design, the structure and the elements. It's all been done for you, and being able now to make and sell with this is really going to take your cards and your projects to another level. So think about those when you are crafting. Like I say, all your kit, is it viburnum? That's it, viburnum. That's the name of the flower. I would never have known that. I kept looking at it this morning and I kept thinking, I don't know the name, so we did have to find out, so I do apologise, everybody. But you can see with your dies, everything is there. You're also going to get your wallet as well to put it in, so you know all your dies are in that one pocket every time you need them. Keep it with your Clean and Simple, the other ones that we bring to you. You know, we do the like the everyday ones that you can use, but this is the plus one because of the larger size as well. If you did want to get this, $39.99 is your show price, but it will go back up to $44.99. 251123, and this is all available on the website, which when you purchase you can then get your fantastic download for free and get those on there as well. Next up for you, because obviously we were asked about this last hour, so we will bring this in to show you. This is the Sangria cardstock, and as you can see, it matches perfectly with the colours that are in the kit. You're going to get 20 sheets. It's 290 GSM, but also we did use some of the green verdigris, but a lot of you found this on the website to start with anyway. So we have got the verdigris. It is a beautiful colour, and again it goes spot on with the colours in this. So verdigris for the green, sangria for the actual red colour that we've got. 250415, again all available on the website for $14.99 each, and that's brilliant because you've got 20 sheets in there as well, so all fabulous in there. Shall we do a little demo? Let's get demoing. Let's show you what we can do. So I pre-cut the bits out as always, and you can see it just makes it so much easier. But we've got loads of comments coming in. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad that you can join me because the weather has been so bad today. You know, I'm a bit worried about you all. I want to make sure you're all safe. Oh, my lovely producer, bless her, she's had a flat tyre, so she's had to sort all that out. And then, you know, it's just been one thing after another for them today, bless them. So, yes, all is good here now at Carnation Crafts. So everybody's back in, everybody's safe, everybody's warm, so we're going to be all right. So I'm just taking... Oh, we've got Pearl. Pearl Farrier's back. Oh, she's ordered and wait. Well, Pearl, believe you me, when I leave here in a bit, Mr. Postman will be here and I get to see him. He'll be collect. You won't be long because honestly, as long as the weather makes it so he can obviously get it to where he's got to take it to, then you will probably have this by tomorrow, Pearl. So thank you for being with us and supporting us. It's lovely to know that you're there. So thank you. That's really nice of you. So, oh, got Suzanne. She says, hello, Dawn and Bunny. It's not Bunny. Bunny's had to nip and she's got something she's got to sort out too. So Bunny's not. So I've got my other favourite producer today. My other favourite. So, but bless him, we're having a great day and we'll get through. It's one of them days where everybody's a little bit like, oh, but you know, these things happen, they come to test us, but as long as we've got us craft, it'll bring us all back together and keep us calm. So, and especially with the clean and simple kits, it always does. So really nice. Look at this. The perfect apertures. There is no way I could perhaps do that shape and, you know, on a rectangle, but to get that perfect aperture like that, there is just no way I could do that and get that, even with a craft knife. You just couldn't do it. It just wouldn't work, believe you me. If you've tried it yourself doing apertures, it's all right with a circle or a square and you do that, but otherwise you cannot do it. So again, just take the top off here and we're just going to position this onto there as well. But honestly, we've been so busy for this morning that, you know, we couldn't quite believe how many of you were up and about first thing to make sure. So... I love the team here. I love the team here. I know it's cats. Right, let's explain. Right, they know me, and it has been proven. It's been proven, right, that people with dyslexia struggle with people's names, and it has been proven. And I am dyslexic, and honestly, I cannot remember anybody's name. And then obviously when I said I've got my other favourite producer, the team were listening, and they went, "I bet Wheeler's forgot her name." No, it's Cat. I can remember that because she's like a little pussycat. So I can remember Cat's name. It's word association with me. So yes, I can remember Cat. So I've got Cat with me today, team. So do not worry. I do know. Oh, bless. Well, it's like when I have got Bunny, I call her Bonnie. I call... So, and I think she just thinks, oh, she's a bit daft. But honestly, I'm not. I am so bad with names. So thank you, team. So who was that? Was that Nick who came in? Thank you, Nick, but bless him. I called him Mr. Mark this morning. So, but no. But he's, you know, he's Mr. Designer. He's very, you know, he's very, very clever and he's very inspiring and inspirational in his art. So, honestly, very clever man. So, just popping this into here. Just to give this... Oh, we've got a few more comments. Oh, lovely. Oh, two different Jacquelines. Oh, good afternoon, Jacquelines, shall I say? My two ladies, thank you so much. It's great. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. So we've got one Jacqueline and she's got a little injury, bless her. But she's never disappointed. But thank you for watching. And I'm sorry that you've got an injury. It's not nice, but you are in the best place. Stay in where it's nice and warm and watch telly. That's the best thing. That's what I'm doing when I leave here today. By the time I've drove back on that A1, I will then lock myself in so it's nice and warm and I will be inside nice and safe. So we can do that. So it's one of them nights, isn't it? You know, where you might even order a takeaway and you stay in because you're crafting. And that's what it's all about, because I'll be crafting tonight as well. So we can all craft along and know that we're all together. So look at this. Oh, Suzanne has been up since, what, 4 o'clock this morning? And she's been on the carnation looking at the website. Bless her. It's like Christmas, isn't it? I'm just saying, Suzanne. We're all the same. We all do it. We all get a bit excited. Even I do. I'm like on website to see what new things they've got and what new dyes they have. So don't worry, I'm exactly the same. Now, if I just tilt that way first, look at the dimension and the shape and the buildability that you have got with these dies. And you can see that hexagon shape is the perfect shape to enhance and just to have your actual sentiment on. Fits in nicely, and even the decoupage bits, you can see I've actually added that to that corner, but then I've built up that corner as well. And these just look incredible. If you are wanting to, you know, you may have got all the Clean and Simple ranges plus the plus ones, but if you haven't and you're brand new today, as long as you've got a die cutting machine and you've got cardstock, you can then start cutting these out. But honestly, if you've got your printer as well, and oh, I need to tell you as well, ProPrint paper is back in stock. Okay, came back in stock this week, and with that, that's on a special price as well. Get the 120 if you're wanting to double it up, but that is on a special price as well. So that is that one there for you. Shall I show you some other finished samples? Shall we do that? Let's show you a few other ones. So let me add this in so then you can see. There you go. Look at some of these. And design team, they do an incredible job. Obviously, I forget all the ladies' names, but you know, there's Janine and there's Pam and there's lots and lots of lovely lady, Barbara, and they all do an incredible job. And look at those. You imagine if you've got your stand and you are making and selling your cards, this is going to look incredible. Now, this one's Pam's as well, but I just want to show you that verdigris cardstock. Look how beautiful that goes with it. So Pam has made a beautiful card as well. But you can see these really do come to life. You can put as much or as little as you want on there, but with all the different colours on there, the different coordinating cardstocks, each and every one looks so different, and that's what you want. But I will also just show you a few of the actual, you know, same shape card but using samples from other collections. So like with this one's one of Janine's, and you can see there, you know, you might have those little bits left over, sympathy cards, things like that. This is going to be incredible. This one's by Sue, and that one's the Loving Hands collection. And look how incredible it is. Really pretty, delicate, soft. And I do think with that like photo corner style, it really elevates it. It really does. There's another one from Barbara, and you can see again, these could be birds from one collection, the rockery could be from another. With Carnation, everything is so adaptable and so easy. So mix and match it, add in what you want, and that's really going to give you that fill. It's going to give you that expanse. But having the die set, the Plus collection, you know you've always got a great card blank base. So you've got something to work from. It's like a foundation. Think of this like the foundation of a house. This now, you can build anything on top of it. So this could be a birthday card, it could be a Christmas card, it could be a wedding card, whatever you want, but we've got those there. Shall we do another little demo? Shall we do another one? Let's do another one. Okay, so let's add this in. So let's add this in. Oh, everybody's chit-chatting. I love that. Oh, that's so great to know that you're all there and you're chatting, because I bet some of you as well, you know, you might not have seen anybody today yet. You might not have been out, because I wouldn't have done. That's what I mean. I wouldn't have gone out in this weather. I'd have been inside, so it's nice to catch up. Oh, Right, Jacqueline. Right, let's just take a minute for Jacqueline. Can we all just wish her happy birthday? And it isn't a little injury. She's she's damaged a collarbone. What else? What? She's cracked her ribs, and she is not having a good day on her birthday. So happy birthday, Jacqueline. I hope you have a good day. Oh, bless you. Cracked ribs. Oh, I've had hairline fractures in my ribs. That is not fun. Believe you me, it's the most painfulest thing ever, and they can't do anything. So, oh, I do feel sorry for you, my darling. I hope you feel better soon. Oh, Val's been in touch as well. Good afternoon, Val. She's put hi, everybody at CC. Oh, she's ordered a goodies already and she's downloaded it, and she says a massive thank you to us all. No, massive thank you to you for being with us and supporting us. We do love that here at Carnation Crafts, and we are very connectable, shall we say. Like this morning we were chit-chatting about different products and things like that. So honestly, I don't mind. You can copy my designs, I do not mind. And I know the design team, if you do this, please just like, and just give them a little like or a thank you, because it's just that gratitude of sharing. But honestly, make and sell as many as you like. Even if you just charge £1 each, I'm not being funny, you'd get more than that. But you can make some beautiful cards, and even with a colour palette that this collection has got with a Hellebore, you could actually, I had to think then what it was called, Hellebore, is it Hellebore? Hellebore, then this could kind of be like I know it's not a Christmas rose, but you could it's got that look about it. Yeah, so you could do that. Now I want to show you something. Okay, so in one of my other cards, obviously I'd cut out the hexagon, but I'd got a couple of hexagons left over, a small one and a large one, and you'll probably see that demo in a while. But what I thought I'd do is use these as like little stands on my card. So we're going to do it, but I know it's white on white, but it will just add that little bit of texture. So we're going to add these in as well. So even any of the bits that you've got left over, don't waste them, because what you can do is you can stagger them, a little bit down one side. You could have the words like dad in it or something like that, or if you turned it round, you could have it that way. It's a little bit blockbusters, and for all of you my kind of age, you will remember that. I know Kat will probably not know what I'm talking about, but that's fine. So let's just add these onto here. But the detail in these flowers, and remember, these are all hand drawn. This all hand drawn, coloured in, pre-coloured for you. All you got to do is just download it. It's as simple as that. But you can see already it's got that little bit of design and that little bit of detail at the bottom. And with these flowers as well, you've already got that line up. You've got that corner to it. So even if you've got a couple of these, let me bring this in, you could actually make like a box frame. Can you see? You can make like a beautiful frame design, obviously not with all the extra bits I put in, but you can make like a smaller frame, or you can enlarge it. So you could actually dress it all the way around the card. Now I always pinch them a bit and give it a bit of a crease, and you can do that. And obviously snip into the petals as well to give it a little bit more dimension and shape. But that's what it's all about at the end of the day, just giving it that little bit of dimension. So just adding these in and popping this onto the card like so. Now with this, obviously it is so easy to do. I would cut out lots and lots of different bits. That's like with me, I'd left these bits on my desk and I was like, oh, what, I want to use them, but I didn't know how to. This is a great way just to like slide them in, but it gives it like that little bit, not like a patio, but it gives it like a little bit of, a different shape to the bottom of your card. So again, just curving these in. You can use a ball tool or you can use your fingers, but I tend to just curve it with my fingers to give it that design. A little bit of glue gel. You can use your foam pads, but obviously for the quickness of time with TV, we always kind of use glue gel. Now adding this onto here, again, shape this up and just add this to the card. But I love that we've got so many different pieces to really make this flower pop off the page. These would look nice in little box frames as well. If you've got any little box frames, these would be beautiful to have in there. And with, as always, I tend to just stick the stem of the flower in there as well. And we're just going to add that in the top piece there. And then with this one as well, you also get extra bits of foliage, which is great because if you want to flip it, because they're double-sided, you can just add those extra bits in too, which will again just give you that little bit of dimension and shape where you want it. Like me, I just want that little bit there, so it doesn't look too much of a triangle. That one piece will just fan that out a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is then take the corresponding of the hexagons, and we're going to just pop this up here. So again, a little bit of glue gel in there. This is kind of going to half sit in the aperture, just like so. And then we're going to take our sentiment and add this. Yes, if you want to add bows, buttons, ribbons, gems, whatever you want to do, you can. But do you know something? There is something so classy and sophisticated about the Clean and Simple. You don't have to strip it back. White space is the new space, as I would say. So you can see there again, we've got dimension, we've got shape, we've got that beauty of the card, and then you've got that beautiful aperture that just swirls around the card. It looks like a penny slider, but I know it's not, but you got that kind of feel about it. But hopefully you can see with the hexagons popping out at the bottom, it just replicates what you've got at the top of the card as well. So that's really going to give you that beautiful detail every single time on that one. Now again, we are very, very busy for this one. 251123 for the Hopeful Hellebore beautiful die set. It's an amazing collection. You are getting so many dies in there. This is the plus one, so it is a larger size, so now you can use this with corresponding die sets that you've already got. But also, if you're new, this is a great starting point for you today to start using all your different cards and elements in different ways, and you can do those as well. So it's really going to make it simple and easy now to take this to whatever level you want. If you want like a beginner's one, you can do that, but if you're a bit more advanced, then you can bring those in as well. So let's show you a few more samples of how to dress like the archway there, that beautiful aperture, you know, it's just draped onto there as well. So you've got that lovely look on there. Who have we got messaging in? Oh, Amelia. Hello, Amelia. Oh, she says hello from rainy London. It's rainy here. Oh, she says Clean and Simple's amazing. She has a great set again. Oh, thank you, Amelia. That's lovely, because honestly, Clean and Simple is very, very close to my heart. When I was asked to do this range with the team at Carnation Crafts to come and present this to you, I was so excited, because I think sometimes card making, we overcomplicate it and we put, you know, you get to the point, and especially if you're new, I don't know where to put everything. Everything is done for you. But if you want to take it up to a different level, you have got that style to be able to do it. Like I was showing you earlier, changing up the style altogether, creating different shapes with it as well. So much you can do with these. They're incredible. And like the one that I did earlier, a double aperture, just by flipping over the die and the cardstock, you can then have two apertures on your card. So they have got that level where you can come in and be like, right, I know what I'm doing, I'm going to change it, I'm going to stylize it. Look at this one that Sue did. How beautiful is that? And it is the crystal, is it Crystal Magic or Crystal Snow from where we said earlier. So you did want that, but look how different it is. It's like shards of like ice on it. It looks amazing. But you can see with that, it's been, the flowers have been built up a little bit more, so you can make them fuller, or you can have it very, very simple and clean like that one. So really, oh, Pam's on watching. Hello, Pam. Thank you so much, darling. Your cards are amazing. Oh, she loves it. You can tell, you know, when the design team absolutely loves something, the samples and everything, it just radiates through it. And Clean and Simple, honestly, for me, it's a godsend, because if I'm in one of them moods where I can't think what I want to make, I'll just pull out one of the kits, and then, you know, the inspiration just starts. You don't always have to have a finishing point, but this is a great one for a starting point. Like this, you know, it could be with the thistles on it, it could be for a guy's birthday, it could be for Hogmanay, it could be that kind of style for you. But also utilising that lovely aperture to give it that pretty but yet simple look. Could be for a new baby card or something like that. And like with this one, it's got the shepherd's crook like style on there, and then you've got that lovely detail at the bottom. But again, you could use it as a shaker card, you could use it separately. And like with this one, they've not cut it out, they've actually put the piece over the top and stamped on it. So it just gives it a different style on there as well. So lovely. Oh, bless her. Well, can I just say, the nail varnish, this was premeditated, I'll be honest, to coordinate with the kit today, and so was the top. So yes, it is done. So thank you for noticing. I do try my best. I don't think the boss noticed, but that's by the by, it doesn't matter. But you can see, I do try and coordinate as much as I can. I did think the green nail varnish would be a bit much, but yeah. So we went to try and coordinate and get it right for you. But honestly, Hopeful Hellebore die set, I can't tell you how incredible and how much of a pleasure it is to work with a Clean and Simple, especially the plus ones. Now the plus ones, I'm going to sneeze, excuse me, excuse me, I'm so sorry, thank you, sorry. The Clean and Simple plus ones don't come out every month. This is probably about every two to 3 months the plus ones will come out, but these are meant to integrate with your others as well. So if you've got a different style of aperture from one of your other kits, you can bring it in. If you've got any of the other Carnation Crafts dies, like, you know, we were saying from other collections, you can bring them in. Think of these like a bridge that spans across the Carnation ranges, and Clean and Simple is basically stripping it back, giving you a perfect aperture and the perfect detail. You've got the mats and layers for the sentiments if you want to do more, and then you've got these extra bits, so if you wanted to stamp on that and turn it round, you could have that in the corners too. But all the layers, you've got the most beautiful Hellebore corner on there too, extra foliage, and then that extra little flower in there that acts as a filler to use on your the viburnum that will actually sit in there and look incredible. It is an amazing set, and like I say, every time I always probably say this one's my favourite, this one is, but I do think this one and the peony ones that we do, they are just to die for. The colours, the textures, and I do think this is a great one, especially for this time of year, because you've got those colours. Colour of the season, as you'll probably see in home, you know, when you go in a lot of the home stores, and also in fashion. But with this one, I do think then it spans itself all the way through from like now till Christmas. So if you've got cards to make, but do you know what? Even if you cut that out in plain white cardstock, because of the detail on there, and then you just literally just add a little bit of glitter to it, white on white, it would look amazing. And that's how you know the top quality dies, because if you can just cut it in plain cardstock and it looks a statement piece when it's all laid together, you know it's going to be a corker. $39.99 is the show price. It will go back up to $49.99. 251123 if you want to hop over to the website. That's where you'll find all the glues and you'll find everything else to go on there. Let me just bring you in. We've been asked about this one, the Sangria cardstock again. This one is the burgundy red colour that is in the collection. Can you see? This is the one that I've been using that really does give it that depth. The green, if you're looking for that, that's the verdigris. That is on the website. The details on screen is for your Sangria. $14.99 for that one. You got in 20 sheets with that, and it's all $2.90 GSM. And can we just say, Sangria mixed with Prosecco is a drink to behold. Believe you me, as we have tried this for party season. I'm just saying. So let's add in. Should we do another little card? Let's do this. So this one, I have probably gone a bit extravagant with the flowers, but do you know what? I thought it needed it. We can do it with this one. So let's take out all these little bits and put them to one side. I may have had my nails done, but I can't pick anything up, I'm just saying. Everything's a bit, it gets a little bit crazy with the nails, but hey ho. So just adding these on to here and just put those over there. So sentiments, like I say, those hexagons I just think are incredible. I'll need those three separate. Now with this one, I cut two exactly the same, and then the third matten layer, obviously that is going to go over the top. But the first one, what I did first of all was I just scored it down to that point, so about an inch. Okay, if you scored it there, whatever you've got left, just fold it in half, because I'm not a measurer. I do a lot of it by eye. So what I did was the corner there, hang on, let me just pick that up. Can you see? So I just thought, right, I'll do a straight line there. That's what I've done. And then whatever I've got left, I fold that in half. So if you do that, your measurements will kind of always be right. They'll always be the same, so you haven't got to worry. So if you're sat there thinking, oh, I don't measure like me, or I haven't got all scoreboards, don't worry, you can do it. So I'm just going to sit this on the outside of my card. I'm only gluing that bit because we need this bit to move, so we're just going to glue that like that onto there, and that's going to sit really nice. Now, a lot of you have asked as well again about the hammered cardstock. That is on the website too, so if you did want to get some of the hammered cardstock that's on some of the samples, go ahead, everything is on there as well. Now, this second piece, we're only going to glue this bit onto here because we are going to make like an easel style card. It looks really complicated, but you know what, once you know how to do it, it's one of the easiest cards to do. As long as you've got 3 pieces of card exactly the same size, one for the base, and then like I say, make a hinge, score that in half, and then that's what gives you that your little like stepper bit that stops it. Okay, so what all I'm going to do now is just add this over the top, and that is just going to encase that in there. Okay, so let's let this dry so we can add that on to there, but that will make it really, really easy. Now, what I'm going to do next is just add in the mats and layers, and we're going to build this up. But you know, you will sit hours at your desk with this, and you'll be, you know, playing around with bits, you'll be twisting bits, you'll be adding bits on. You'll be going through your ribbons stash and things like that. There is so much potential with these. It's mind-blowing. It really, really is. And with these, you have got that time to sit with them, because you can print everything off like that lovely lady who emailed in. She's got hers. You can print it off ready, and then you cut it as soon as it comes. So there's your mats and layers. You've got that beautiful dimension. But then this will stand up like so. So you've got that lovely designer card. Now, just to show you, you know, I was saying before with this, you can kind of cut into it, you can make it work. If you wanted to, if you actually if you drew around a circle and you use these separately, you can actually then build your own wreath style with this. So just draw a circle and then start putting bits in. Can you see? And then you could just add your sentiment to the middle and things like that. You know, you could add you know, more of your foliage, and you can do that. But yeah, Christmas cards, birthday cards. But can you see what I mean? By taking the separate heads, you could do that. You could perhaps just snip some of those bits on like this. Look, let's pretend, just while I'm going rogue and showing you different things. And then you could add like different pieces in. Obviously, I'd cut that bit off and then I'd stick that in somewhere else, but it's as easy as that. So even if you've got like a little side plate, or you've got a round die, just get a pencil and draw around it, give yourself that circle shape and build onto it. Because if you start off like this and you're like, right, I want to make a wreath, by the time you get round to this side, your flowers are going to be off here, everything's going to be a little bit skew with. Draw yourself a light pencil circle, and you'll find it so easy to do that. So let me just put these back because I've messed them up now. There we go. They're over that side. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's start decorating this card. Now with this one, obviously we are going to need a stopper. Okay, so if you're finding your card won't stand up, just give it a little crease on the crease and at the base as well. But normally I run like my scissors over it, or your bone folder, and just burnish it. That will make sure then it stands better. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to put in my little sentiment stopper. Look at me, I can't pick anything up with these daft nails. So with this, it can't be flat. It has to have some height and dimension. So I am going to use foam on a roll, all available on the website as well. So have a look for those. And I'm going to use this onto here. But the incredible designs, the detail of the artwork that you're getting with this is prestige. This is something extra, extra special. So just remember that. And when you're giving this to somebody, they're not getting something that's mass produced that they've seen, you know, all over the high street. You know, you're not going to see this in other card shops or anything like that. This is something bespoke that you've made, which then will be like a limited edition. So remember that. And I know a lot of people, once they've received carnation cards, they do put them in frames. They are brought out year after year after year. It's like, oh, you don't have to get me another card. That'll be fine. So honestly, do think about your detailing and design. And clean and simple, you can make up a lot of cards quickly with these collections. Now with this, I am going to pop it just a few mils from the bottom of the card, okay? Because then I've got 3 of the heads of the flowers, and with these, what I want to do is I've taken like the bottom bit, and again, I'm folding that over to make like a hinge, because I actually want these to stand up. Rather than be flat, I want them to stand upright. So I'm going to take a little bit of wet glue, and I'm going to use this, and this is also going to be like a little prop for my card. But when the card has actually glued and it's stuck, they will all sit and they'll lay down as well. So I've got the best of both. Got to take a little tiny slither off there, and this is then, again, this is just going to sit behind there and give it that little bit of detail. So the inside looks as beautiful as the outside. So again, just sliding that into there. They like butt up together, so they make that lovely effect. And then this one, I'm just going to slide underneath there. So again, when I turn this, when we finish, I turn the card around, it will all, you'll see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take that and pop that into there. So incredible design and that beautiful finish. So I've got, if I turn that round now, hopefully you can see. I'll change that round so you can see there. So now they're actually stood up. So when the card comes down, that dresses the bottom of the card with your sentiment. But they will also lay down flat when you don't need them, when you're putting it in your envelope. But I just need those up a little bit while we're just doing that for it to dry. Okay, so now we're going to go back in with the other elements that we've got, and we're going to dress this piece. So just bending, I like to bend it and crease it a little bit just to give it that wibbly wobbly look. Can you see? So it doesn't look flat, because flowers aren't flat. They've got texture, they've got design. But if you like them like that, you do you, boo. You can do that. But if you want to really elevate your cards, I would say to you, bring it in. Now with this, you've got to remember this piece has got to go higher because we've got these here. So it just needs to go up just slightly. Okay. Then we've got all the other pieces as well. And these then are layerable onto your card. So taking this out, I can add this onto here. But honestly, there's more and more of you coming in. So great to know that you're all with us today on this horrible, horrible day. It's nice, yeah, it's nice to know that you're all chatting to each other and, you know, catching up. Actually, oh, they've been wishing Jacqueline happy birthday. That is kind. Crafters are kind people. They really, really are. So thank you, everybody, for making Jacqueline's day, because, like I say, she's bit in the wars. And if any of you are a little bit in the wars too, I hope you're all okay. It will be all right. We'll all be fine. And then all I'm doing is taking these extra pieces now, and we are going to build this up as well. But these centerpieces are fabulous. Look at the colour. But you imagine if you just took like a, you know, like a quickie glue pen, and you just don't try and do dots. All I want you to do is like little tiny stripes, like the centre of the flower. Then put your glitter on if you're using glitter, and that will make it look more realistic. Otherwise it'll look too clumpy in the middle. So try, you know, different little ideas like that to, you know, bring it together. Now this piece that I cut off one of the other bits, I'm actually going to put this in the top just to break that corner up. Oh, Jackie thought about doing an easel card, and she says it's beautiful. So thank you. Hey, Jackie, will you wait till you're all right? Then you can have a little go at you making your card. I don't want to push you, honestly, but they are fabulous. And honestly, easel cards, you can make gatefold cards with this, because you can have the 2 panels and you can mix and match them that way. But it's so easy to do. And I love this foliage that's been added to this kit, because you can really like extend it as well and give it fullness. And I like that on this. So just adding a few extra little bits. But it's all about playing sometimes. It's about adding in those little pieces that you want, that's going to give your card that extra design. Like this, I want it to look like it's just like growing and trailing down the side of the card. So we're just going to add this into here. Just have to lift that up with my pokey tool slightly. And then you can just slide the pieces in together. Can you see? So that just dresses that corner a little bit more. Then we've got the viburnum. Why? I'm mixing words up now. I'm making my own flowers. but that's nothing new with me. So again, you can see with this, I'm not, now let me show you actually. If I put that on my card and it's flat, it stands out like a sore thumb. Can you see that? Whereas these ones, because I've shaped them, it gives it that dimension and movement. So if you've never shaped them, don't worry, end of the day, it's a piece of paper, okay? All I tend to do is pop it on my finger and I'll just bend it round my finger and I'll put glue at the base of it, not all over it. So you're not getting low, so it's not flat. You will get that shape in there. So if you're worried about paper shaping and things like that, you can see, hopefully, when I turn that way, look at that. Then you move it back. So let's move this round and stand this up, and you'll be able to see now you've actually got the fullness of the flowers at the bottom, and then you've got that extra bit there. Different shape altogether, but we've just dressed it different. So you imagine, like you say, your Christmas cards, anniversary cards, things like that. These are going to be the wow factor ones each and every time, and absolutely loving it. Oh, she said wrong jacket. Oh, sorry. I probably, yeah, there were a couple of Jackies, weren't there? So I am sorry, Jackie. I didn't know you were Jackie 1, Jackie 2. I'm sorry. I tried my best. At least I remembered it was Jackie. I'm just saying. Because honestly, Jackie, I am a nightmare with names. Unless you've got a name badge on, it don't work for me. And even then, sometimes I'm never sure. But the other Jacqueline. Thank you. Oh, thank you. As long as you like it, that's all that matters. And you can see the potential in the kit. You can see the beauty in the kit. That's all that matters to me. And obviously, very honoured to be stood here to be able to showcase you and show you what you can do with these kits, because they are amazing. $39.99 for this one. Like I say, it is on a special show deal, and we are over 60% of the stock now has gone for this one. So hugely busy, hugely popular. And I know at the end of the show, there'll be a lot of you racing in to get this. And then obviously with overnight, this could be gone by tomorrow. So make sure you don't miss out on yours as well. So let's put this, let's put this. Oh, right, okay. So let's give you a bit of a wheeler warning, okay? I said a minute ago we're over 60%, okay? Now we are approaching 70% of the stock has now gone. That's how busy it is. You know, there's not much, there's only 30% stock left that can go any single time. So honestly, this is really, really important. I've come round to warn you, this is your time, okay? If you are sat umming and ahhing, please don't. They don't always, with Carnation, they don't always keep repeating. You will see this normally when the stock's gone. Very rare they bring them back. That's why these become like the elite. They become those beautiful collections with the clean and simple ones. So honestly, if you want this, now is the time. Hop over to Carnation Crafts website. Everything is on there for you. Even the vignettes, the printable, downloadable for free artwork once you've purchased your die set. And you can see that we've got those as well. But these are absolutely incredible. And you've got so many different dies on there as well. So you have got all of those. Right, I am going to nip round and I am now going to show you another little demo. So stay with me. Stay with me. I can move. I just didn't want to disappear, and they all go, oh, where's she gone? Running around the counters. Okay, so if you watched the show earlier, okay, this was the card I was talking about that I cut the hexagons out of, that I used on the card. This one, you know, when I showed you this one and I said I cut hexagons out and I've used them as like little stepping stones underneath the image. Now, this was the card that I did. Oh, we've got 3 Jacquelines watching, so I do apologise if I mentioned the wrong Jacqueline. Oh, thank you, lovely ladies. That's so kind of you. Now, this is what I was saying to you. I cut out the two sizes of the hexagon into the card, okay? I'd cut the aperture first. Obviously, all you do, one die, one pass, and it will cut out your aperture. So you've got those. I'm using the verdigris. oh dear, today. Verdigris with this, and obviously you can see there, that is going to mat and layer onto there so well. I know it looks random, trust the process with me. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Just trust me on this one. It will come together. Now, all I'm going to do again, the reverse of this, I always put the score line in. I'm using 350 GSM cardstock, which is available on the website as well. So if you're wanting something sturdy for your card blank bases, I would definitely say get the 350, because save you 240 for your die cutting. But with this, because you're putting that many layers on it, it needs a real heavy structure, okay? But it's weighty, but it's strong. So, and especially if you're making boxes and things, this is going to be a great one for you to use. Then I'm just going to put the next layer on flat. I'm not using any foam on a roll for this one, but you will still get that shadow line underneath, so it will still give you that definition. But if you don't want to put this layer on, you don't have to. But do you know what? It does bring the eye in, and when the light falls on it, like there, you can see more of the shadow there, not so much there. But when the light plays, if it's on somebody's windowsill or something, you will really see the beauty of those layers, and that's what's important. It's a bit like a grand cake, a wedding cake. There's always lots of layers to a wedding cake, and that's what makes it look lovely. So next I'm going in with a Verdigris cardstock. That was the first one I cut, so that is the smallest one out of the two. Okay, so you put that in, you put your cardstock on, you cut it, and that's exactly what you get. Now the second one, like I say, I took the larger die, which is that one, run that through, and then before I did anything else, I took my hexagons, take them down, and then I run those through as well. So you can't do it all in one go. You've got to trust the process and do it in a couple of goes, okay? So now I'm just taking this off, and this foam on a roll is amazing from Carnation Crafts. It's easy peel, plus as well, it's a great width. You know, if you're needing the narrower strips, rather than having to cut your foam pads down to size, you're not faffing. It fits beautifully on the apertures. So now I've got my shape, okay? So next, then we can start dressing this as well. So I'm going to bring in my design. Now the first one, I am going to slightly offset it a little bit, okay? So you're still seeing that little bit of the shape, but I've also got that detail as well. And then let's move these over. And then I've got my extra bits that I can tuck in, like that is going to be tucked in there. So that will lay that one up. So that's like, so it kind of looks like it's zigzagging, but you'll actually find that if I put everything that way, it doesn't look right. Sometimes if you've got an idea in your head, don't be frightened to change it and do it the opposite way, because then you can see the design works, okay? So never commit to the stick. You know that by now with me. Never commit to the stick, but just have a play about with shapes and aligning it first. And also, sometimes is a trick that I do, and I always tell you this. I'll draw it. If I draw it and it doesn't look right, just as a few squiggles, it isn't going to look right if you do it on your card, because you'll see then once I start bringing in the shapes and everything, everything will join and come together. Now I've got these bits, and like I say, I am going to trim this little bit off here because we're going to stick that at the top, but I wanted it so it will fit in underneath. So my first layer I am going to do flat, and this is then just going to tuck and sit in there. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing with this one. Then I'm going to take the next layer and we'll layer this up, so this has got dimension and shape too. But don't be frightened to just add the hexagons. And with the hexagons as well, another tip, if you didn't cut in your aperture and you just use the other layers, you could have 3 hexagons down the side of your card, and you could have the words dad in it, or bro, or sis, or, you know, you can change it up. Or for a kid's birthday, if you've got numbers, you could actually just put a number in one of those as well. These pieces we cut off, these then are being stuck back in underneath to make it look like a full flower head. So, like I say, no waste. You can utilise every little tiny bit in this set. So let's just pop that into there. So can you see now I've got like a proper flower, but it looks like it's growing out the card. We're going to get back and just add a little bit of dimension here. So we're going to take one of the singular ones, and this is one of your decoupage layers, so really easy to use. And I just offset it slightly. I never kind of stack it on top. I'll offset it so it gives it a bit of a twist. Then I'm just going to take some of the little leaves I've got. Let me stick this onto here first. I'm going to take the verdigris cardstock that I've cut out of my hexagon. We're going to pop that on to there like so. And then I've taken some of the foam on the roll, and what I've done is doubled it up, okay? Because I need some height in there. I thought if I use my glue gel, it might not quite sit where I want it. So I've just doubled it up. And then this piece will slot in there. But how I've done it is so the line fits with a line there. Can you see? So aesthetically, it's giving you that detail. And then I'm just going to go back in now and just add a few bits of these beautiful foliage pieces. And you can just add in a few of those. And can you see how I'm like creating a pathway through it all, so everything joins and everything goes together. Sometimes otherwise you will end up, that looks like an island, that looks like an island, and so does that. You need something to bring it together, and that's what these little pieces are. Because you look at your card and you think it's a beautiful card, but it doesn't, there's something missing. And it can be, can you see that little piece that joins it all together? And just pop those on there. I don't think I'm going to do many more because I get a bit carried away then and I start getting a bit giddy. So, but with this, you could play for hours, gluing these, adding those in. But let me bring this around now so you can see. But it is all about composition. It's all about laying it out and doing it in different ways. But you can see now, yes, you've got the hexagon shape, but it flows around the card with those on there. And then finishing off with a corresponding, like the outer of obviously the hexagon, on that aperture just looks different. And that's when people look at your cards and you go, your design is so different and it's so different to anything else, but it's actual dies that are doing it for you. Remember that. So the Hopeful Hellebore, fantastic die set, really romantic, very, very beautiful. And like I say, this now spans, for me personally, it would span me from now till like the new year and beyond, because it looks a little bit like a Christmas rose. If you cut it in white, then yes, it would, you could do that, but you can see it will just give you that different look, so it doesn't look like a Christmas card if you don't want it to. But if you did want to add a little bit of snowy stuff or a little bit of glitter to it, that then will make it look a different way as well. Shall I show you a few more finished samples? Did you want to have a look? And I'll show you those. So let's just quickly just show you a few more. But look at this, the robin and the candles from one of your other kits that you've probably got from before with carnation, but also like with that. But can you see how that sangria cardstock, I cannot tell you enough. Or this one. Now this one has been made with one of the perfect papers. It's got little tiny white dots on it. I think it was from one of the Christmas ones. Don't quote me because I'm not the best at remembering what kits are what. But that looks incredible with it. When you get your artwork, like the lovely ladies who've already started downloading their artwork because they've brought the kit and they're waiting, go to your craft room, take one of the sheets, you know, like with your flowers on, and just lay it along, say, pretend these are all your cardstocks, and just go along and think, oh, that really works. We'll have a sheet of that, and do that, and you'll be surprised at how many sheets of cardstock you've got that actually coordinate with it and look incredible. So I do hope that's inspired you all and helped you all to actually then do that. But like I say, you are going to need this kit, and like I say, we're already approaching, I think it's nearly 70% of the stock now has gone, so more and more is going to fly. And bear in mind, this is the last show of today. So I've had the great pleasure of having the Carnation team, the fabulous designers, obviously, you know, backed behind all this, and Nick and the team, and Mr. Mark, of course. But you can see with this collection, you can't go wrong. If you've always wanted to make cards, this is for you. If you've always sat there and thought, my cards just need elevating, I'm bored, I need something else, get yourself one of the Clean and Simple collections. It's going to really enthuse you with enthusiasm, and it's also going to give your cards a different look as well. If somebody says, oh, that's like the one you gave me last year, this collection is going to do that. But remember, special show price, $39.99 for you today, but it will go up to $49.99. All on the website with the cardstocks and everything else. So a massive thank you to you all. Obviously the interaction that we've had as well today, all over social media on the different platforms. Thank you, ladies, for getting in contact with us. I hope you all stay safe and you all stay nice and warm as well. And hopefully I will see you soon. All right, you all take care. See you soon. Bye bye.